Extra, extra, Capricorn, read all about it. This is all about you. This is your weekly oracle and tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. We're going to start off with your crowning energy, which is basically the energy that's influencing all the other energies. It's sort of the theme, dictating all the other energies. And then the central energy we'll get to, which is your primary challenges. And then last but not least is that grounding energy, which is the root value, what's holding you down and what's going to help you through. So, yes, Capricorn, I do provide personal readings. Just email me at bornwithoutboundaries@gmail.com if you're interested. There's always an extended video after this. So these are general energies and themes, but the extended does a full tarot card spread and picks up on specifics, and it also includes your full romance and relationship reading. So please do hop on over there after this. Click subscribe, ring that bell, and you'll know when I upload all your favorite content. All right, Capricorn. The crowning energy. There we go. Hold up. Oh, hold up. Okay, so basically, this is what's popping out with your crowning energy. Lovely energy here. So 4 plus 7 is 11. Awakening to the idea of the impossible. But then there's this micromanagement of looking at too many details and it intimidating you. It's almost like the combined energy of, I'm never going to get this done. How is this ever going to work out? And I'll tell you why. It's because you're looking too much at the details. It's because you're like micromanaging before you even have to micromanage. You're digging in, you're looking at just the details, and you're really not focusing on what you really need to focus on, which is just the vibe, right? It's like if you look at every single detail, you're going to have almost an insurmountable amount of responsibilities right up front with something brand new. That it's almost like too many things coming at you at one time, and you're like, there's no way that this is possible. And that's what I want to get out of your way, because this is absolutely possible. This is a sense of achieving what was formerly perceived to be impossible, but it's not impossible. You have to just take one step at a time and do the little, like, in other words, forget about looking at the little things, but just go one step at a time. Take little steps. It's like, let things build steadily. That's how you're going to achieve this impossible, is just by one step at a time, little by little by little. Also, this could mean that there have been things building up that you thought were not possible, but at the same time, they're actually real. So usually this has like a bad vibe to it, this energy of this really pettiness. But here with this is one of my pigs fly card, man. And so this is a sense of, the impossible things are happening little by little. Like that's how they're manifesting themselves in your life. It's got nothing to do with all of a sudden this windfall. It's got everything to do with just not quitting and keep going. Truth transcends illusion. And this is 4. 2 plus 2 equals 4. But it's a very Aquarian energy. Sometimes in some positions, Scorpionic energy. Because there is a sense of becoming something more or something different than you ever thought you could be. Like, who knew that you, Capricorn, could spread your wings and fly? But there is a sense of you finding a new sense of truth, a new direction, a new you, a new capabilities. But here's what's odd about it. 2 plus 2 adds up to 4. 4 is a very solid number. It's earth number, right? Capricorn, that's steady energy. That's dependable energy, feeling that earth under your feet. But this is the air that's giving it to you. So what does that mean? Your ideas and your concepts are your foundation right now. And that is maybe a little bit difficult for you to understand, but Saturn is in Aquarius still. It's moving back into Capricorn, but honestly, I don't think that's doing you any favors. It may do you favors in terms of giving you that energy to start generating some 3D sustenance with these ideas. That's some good stuff. But overall, whether you want to believe it or not, it is your ideas that are your foundation. It is what you are inventing and what you are creating. And if you see step by step, if you take those little movements, those little motions, you will start to see little by little, the grains of sand are going to start to add up. No joke. Take a leap of faith. This is difficult for you, but this is also fortunate. And it's like, listen to that voice inside of yourself, because this is the voice of conscience. And a sense of that sometimes it's so easy for us to ignore that voice because it is so soft, but it's the voice of God speaking through you. That's what it is. Whatever you perceive God as, that's not what we're here to discuss. What we're here to discuss is that that's the voice that God puts in you. And essentially what it's saying is, this is your direction. This is why you have these ideas. This is why you feel these things. You're listening to your truth. Your truth is speaking from deep within you. So Capricorn, don't deny it. Don't be afraid of it. Trust it, because this is good luck and good fortune that's coming into your life through these new ideas that are sprouting in your head. Life is a mystery, and I think that's what the uncomfortable energy is right now. 8, destiny. Your destiny, this is determined for you. This is what's meant to be, but it's undetermined yet. It's not fully hashed out, but that's the point. You're supposed to be the one building it. You're supposed to be the one giving it definition. It's not giving itself definition. It's letting you give it definition. And so right now, there is still more to come. There is stuff that's hidden. And right now, what it looks like is possibility and abundance that's coming in. You don't see it. That's the problem. That's it. You don't see the abundance that's in your life right now because it's so different and it's so uncomfortable for you. Now, this could be with anything. I'm getting money, but I think that it could also be with relationships as well. You don't see the real, because you don't see the true potential or the true value yet. Because there's just so much discomfort with everything being so different, so not so new as in it's a new opportunity, but new as in it's a totally different kind of opportunity. And it's like, I don't feel comfortable in these situations. You just don't see, this is the situation you're supposed to be in. It absolutely, 100%. You're in the right place. You are never alone. Okay, so there is a little bit of romance going on here, right? 4 + 2 adds up to 6, which is love energy for me. This is the coming together and finding a balance between divine masculine and feminine energies. What I could say right now in terms of love, and this is your central energy, so it could also have to do with your health, or just your heart space or your heart chakra, knowing yourself, loving yourself, having confidence and putting it to practical purpose and building out all of your ideas. All of those things have to do with this heart chakra area. So, but this, of course, I can't ignore. It could be romance, man. Capricorn, loving it up. But I don't think that you right now. What is being implied is that right now, the truth about how much somebody feels something for you is not, I was going to say hidden, but I just feel like it's not completely disclosed. I don't think there's hidden implies deception, and that's not what's going on here. It's not deception. It's that it's just a little bit still amorphous and it's not completely formed. Not the same thing as deception. Be loyal to what you love. 9 + 1 = 10. You could be a puppy dog for this person. This is Cancerian energy, and sometimes it's just like they follow people around like little puppy dogs. They'll do whatever you need, whatever you want. In other words, Capricorn, it's either you or somebody else that's coming off real strong, as in you have them wrapped around your finger. They would do anything for you. The problem is, I don't think you know it. What? I don't think you see it. I don't think you see it. Reclaim your power, 4 + 4. That's more earth energy and protective energy. If somebody's watching you from the distance, somebody's looking out for you. I don't know if you have a Cancerian in your life or a mother figure. This could be very maternal, domestic energy. There is a sense of you are being looked out for, or a message that wants to come through for you saying your house, your home, your domesticity, your realm of comfort is safe. It's protected. Somebody's guarding you from afar. Somebody's watching you. This could be stalker energy. Yeah, 100%. Puppy dog. They're looking at you. They're watching you. They can't get over you. They're thinking about you all the time. But this could also just be a sense of spirit's got your back, you're protected. You don't have to have any reason to fear. There is always enough. This is Piscean energy, so you could be dealing with a Pisces who is totally hooked on you like a little puppy dog, keeping an eye on you from afar, even though you don't know it. This is also a sense of resources in terms of emotions. Yes, you do have the strength. You can absolutely do this, Capricorn. And this is a sense of you got a cheerleader. You got a cheer team behind you that is willing to support you through this very murky time. This is not a bad time. This is a murky time. It's undecided, it's unknown, but it's up to you. Instead of to take, normally you and Taurus do this both. You take, and Virgo, this is earth energy. You take what's already there and you make something of it. But what you're being called to do is very air-like. And you're being called to take something out of midair and make it yourself. In other words, even if this is a romantic relationship, you define the relationship. Where do you want it to go? Keep on taking the lead. I know you guys love to take the lead, but sometimes not like this. This is a sense of you really feeling wonky. And it's about you not necessarily taking the lead, but defining it. In other words, spiritually and mentally, what do you want this to be? Because whatever you want this to be, spirit's going to follow you. You're going to guide it in that direction. It's literally like your thoughts are going to be determining your reality. See the big picture. So this is 9 plus 2. This is another card of 11. So awakening to that aerial perspective. Take yourself out of it, being objective. This is a really lovely Taurus energy in that it sees everything and it includes everything. And it has a solid footing, but it's also sort of elevated. It's above the rest. It's not so hooked on what everybody else needs or fitting in. It really does have a sense of look into the future, look at not the obvious answer, like look beyond what everybody else is doing. And that's how you can reach the treetops, like giraffe, like the other animals can't. They have access because they reach higher. So that's what this is a sense of you are grounded, you have that stability, but reach higher. Let spirit be your guide. 3 plus 2, this is 5. Maybe even redefining your connection to the spirit world. But this is also aerial view, aerial perspective, trusting that wind is underneath your wings. It's like we think that air doesn't exist, right? But birds prove it every day. Something's keeping them up there. It's not magic. It's air, and it's how they've learned to navigate it. There is something here, in other words, and spirit is guiding you in that direction. And I said from the very beginning, this is like about your connection with the higher power, whatever higher power you believe in. This is going to be your grounding. Your grounding is going to be in the air. That's what it is. Your grounding is coming from the air. Bring a gentle touch. This is 8 plus 1. This is a maturing love, a sweet love, a tender love, somebody who could be very tender. This is a sense of watch out for the tender things, or you being vigilant and knowing that this situation is touch and go right now. And so you're treating it with you're giving it sort of like white glove treatment. Set healthy boundaries. Oh boy. So this is a charming energy. This is also Cancerian energy. I don't know if you're dealing with a Cancer, but this is a sense of, this person is sensitive, or you're sensitive, and you don't want to get hurt again. Now, those can be very burdensome feelings, right? Obstructing. Boundaries, you have to set them. But sometimes those boundaries can be too heavy. The walls can be too thick, and you can burden yourself with them. So there is a sense of maybe being a little overprotective of somebody, treating them like they're precious. And I don't know that they need to be treated like that, to be completely honest with you. Here's your grounding energy. Act as if. So this is fake it till you make it. It is 100%. Listen, if you don't feel secure right now, pretend that you are. It's not about what other people think of you. It's what you think of you. And so you will cut yourself off at the knees if you keep telling yourself this isn't possible. So how about this? Have a long discussion with yourself that says it is possible. This is 100% possible. I'm going to act like it is possible. I'm going to walk into that building and be like, yes, I am these things, even if I haven't finished my degree yet. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. In other words, you have all that you need to get started now. And this is 1 + 4 is change, shifting, shape-shifting, changing with the tides, changing with the moment. Lay a solid foundation. This is Virgo energy as well. So also, sometimes banging next door. Love. Whatever this is, though, this is finding a way to build solid ground on sand. So this is digging very, very deep. In other words, forget sand. Beavers build in the water, right? They build dams. They learn how to make structure work with very fluid energy. And so this is basically what you're doing right now. It's like you're taking very fluid energy and learning, what kind of structures can I build in this? What does this environment need of me or ask of me? You know, dams are different than like castles and stuff. You're not building a skyscraper here on top of a river. This is a sense of working with what you have right now. But it's also a sense of this loving energy as well. I have to say this, and we'll get deeper into this in the romance reading, but there is something here that has a lot of potential. Give with gratitude and grace. 6 + 1 is 7, and this is putting your whole self in. And this is your grounding energy. Maybe even this too. This is your grounding energy. Fake it till you make it. In other words, spirit is just you. In other words, the way through, the way to fix any problems, or the way to get through this energy now is just go all in. Just believe that you can make it happen, and you'll figure out a way to make it happen. That's what this energy is. When you believe it, you'll figure. It's not like you have it. You don't have it all figured out. Spirit is acknowledging that in the reading. You absolutely. There are still mysteries here, but there's a sense of dive in, because you do have the resources in your bones, in your muscle memory, in your skin, Capricorn. You do have the resources to figure things out as you go. And there's going to be, this is a little bit of a game of improv now, because everything isn't defined. You're going to define it as you go. And I know that's not the environment you like to work in, but you are capable, and you must know that. Hold on. I'm going to review the cards. So this is you step by step making the impossible happen. And how are you doing it? You're basically navigating a whole new space. It makes you feel uncomfortable, but I'll tell you this right now, there's a little itty bitty part of you that feels happier than you've ever been. Whether you want to admit it or not, I know security takes a lot of weight off you. It's almost like feeling that heaviness in the ground makes you feel lighter, because you like feeling roots underneath you. Well, right now there are no roots. You're building a dam. That's what you're doing. You're putting your whole self in to establishing something solid on something fluid. And this is going to take a sense of improvisation. It's all the, you have no directions here. There are no instructions here for you, Capricorn. There's no step by step. You are literally making this up as you go. But I will tell you that different pieces or different parts of your life have given you all the know-how that you need. You will not only get through this, but this is actually probably, I'll tell you this right now, this is one of the most wonderful times in your life, and it's going to change the game for you as long as you live up to this potential. Yeah. So I'm going to go over to tarot. I hope you'll come with me. We're going to dive deep and get some specifics, especially when it comes to this romance, because there's something heating up here, I can tell. That link is in the description box below, Caps. I'll see you guys over there.